And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Blue Revolver. This is a game that, well, one of the few shoot 'em ups that features a mode in 120 frames per second, which now that I have a monitor that is compatible with that, well, I can try it. I have the option here in frame rate. Well, I don't know why the frame rate is expressed in hertz. It should be expressed in frames per second, but yeah, whatever, same shit I guess. But yeah, this surely will make me play better, of course, right? Probably not, but we will try. At least if it's... Well, one thing that I immediately noticed when I tried it is that the shot stream, which is something that you probably cannot see on stream, I mean on the video, right? Like the shot here, it's like a lot more fluid. Like it looks a lot better. That's one thing. Obviously that doesn't matter whatsoever to play the game better or not. But it's a cool detail. I mean, theoretically, we'll be able to react faster and all of that. We will see though. I've been trying to get this run for quite a while, so it will be nice if the 120 frames per second actually made a difference. I don't think it will, honestly, but you never know. It's one of those things where it's just hard to notice an actual difference, but it's fine. Hey, I should bomb this thing, shouldn't I? Probably. And that's the resolution that I take every time that I play this game. But on this pattern, to just bomb this thing. So that it will be nice to test if I can dodge better. I guess more or less. Not that bad. Yeah. Did I even get a single reggae the mid-boss one? I do admit that, well, something that the monitor is very good at is displaying the colors. The colors feel very alive, that's for sure. But it might also be like the increased frame rate also makes things look more alive. The colors definitely look pretty nice too. I'm bombing that because that thing is a roulette every time that it appears. Not worth challenging. Oh wait, I didn't notice that I kill all the turrets that quickly. I pressed the wrong button there. I meant to bomb. I didn't get a hit anyways, but bombing would have been the right course of action. At least this guy survived until the break. Oh, I forgot. Well, I think I fumbled this break, didn't I? Keep forgetting that I did fumble it for using the special weapon for absolutely no reason. Damn it. Well, here I could bomb simply because I will be wasting a free bomb at 10 million. Exactly. So I gotta remember that the button to skip is the focus button. I can notice that when those ships move to the bottom, the increased frame rate definitely looks like it definitely shines. Like that sort of movement is very noticeable to be like a lot more fluid. The problem here is I mean, it is a very bad run altogether. I mean, it has to be a warm-up run. Of some sort. I just find it pretty funny the movement of those guys going down actually being super fluid. I guess it's the most noticeable thing since most ships don't really move that much. When you see that movement there, it's very noticeable. Oh, that's bad. That was pretty bad. And also faster scrolling stages like this also. It's noticeable that it's running more fluid. not 80%. So many breaks lost in this run. Even the dialogue showing up, it looks more fluid too. Pretty funny. Well, since this run is in the toilet anyways, might as well try how actual dodging feels. You know? More importantly, in this damn pattern, like one of the hardest patterns in the whole game. Well, the fact that I didn't die is a cool thing. I think that's mostly because it's a run that I don't really care about, so this pattern is fucked up no matter what, simply, or having enemies coming from both directions makes it very hard to dodge. It's fine. I still very heavily dislike that boss. The 120 FPS doesn't make it any less annoying, that's for sure. Be able to get the next extra life before the end of the level, assuming I get that far. Yeah, that's a weird way to do that. Oof. Nice movement. I have 5 bombs, that's surprising. So how is it going, Wasabi? I'm gonna read that in a second. Give me a second, you know. Don't worry. I'll see it in a bit. Can you see the blue revolver revolving any faster? Yes, I can actually notice it in a lot of little places that the game definitely runs faster. Like especially in one part on stage 3 when you have like kamikaze enemies and they go down. Like those type of fast movements are super noticeable, that they are actually going, you know, fast. Yeah, that was a little bit unnecessary. That one, on the other hand, I kinda corner myself for free. So I have no bombs here. Important to remember. Wait, that wasn't enough for the break. Did I mess up? Oh, how did I mess up? Can I do it in order? Well, that was weird. Okay, my god, contact damage, that's fucked up. Hey, I feel like that should have been enough for a break. I guess no. Very surprised I was able to perfectly dodge all of them. At least I got that break. Contact damage there? No way. Like, since I always, or rather, since I never get hit by contact damage, I never really care about those guys moving down, but damn. That was sad. It's the second time on that run that I got killed by contact damage. Pretty sad. It's fine. It is what it is. Usually that never happens. I guess here I got too excited going up the screen. Just got killed by those guys. But to get killed twice in the same run by contact damage, that's messed up. Not to mention that it's also kinda hard to tell when that happens. When a bullet hits you it's different, but when an enemy runs into you, not that easy to tell. Since basically everything in the screen, like in terms of bullets, will always go over an enemy. So it's gonna be obscured by all those effects, basically. Unless I can say that I want going clear on parallel with this shot type, I wouldn't say that the 120 frames per second is helping with the results. I mean, in the regular mode I was able to get as far as the final pattern. Well, the final pattern of the non-true last boss. I got like that. I will say that is quite far, all things considered. It will be nice, because if that's the case, I want to start trying some Toho games with this new monitor. I wanna see. The thing I'm still the most surprised about is that today I tested Project Diva and I didn't need to change the delay at all. So I don't know why the default delay is so bad. But yeah, it is what it is. Because at first I thought that it was simply because the developers were using very low delay monitors, but I'm doing that now and it didn't make a single difference. I don't know what's the deal with that game, but it's fine. At least they give you the option to adjust the delay, you know. Would be worse if they didn't. I mean, it's a rhythm game. Any rhythm game worth their salt will let you adjust the delay. I bombed this boss a little bit too much, I feel. Those patterns are hard to react to. But interestingly enough, I hadn't used a bomb before the boss. Only used it on the boss. Well, I used 3 of them. That's a little bit... Or did I use 4? No, I think I used... No, never mind. I think it probably was 3. Or... Actually, you start with 3 bombs. Like, you start the game with 3 bombs. I got 1 at 10 million and I got 1 at the end of the stage. So that means... Yeah, I used 3 bombs. Yeah, that's more than I should have. That guy was looking too dangerous, you know? A little bit too dangerous. Close. Don't use it yet. These things don't become vulnerable until now. Like, I cannot naturally dodge that pattern. Like, I either had to bomb or die. God damn. Like, I'm purposely dodging all the guys diving down. That's because they all spawn in the sides of the screen, so unless you are there, you are not hitting them. And 78% like the previous run. It's like I'm cursed to get 78 no matter what. It's fine. I promise that since this run matters, it's gonna be a lot harder here to not get hit by patterns. But it's fine. I still should probably use the most special weapons I can against that. Oof. That was a nice dead bomb at least. Nice. Oof, well, that was pure luck that I didn't die there. Pretty crazy that I didn't get killed by that Spellguard. Well, Spellguard. What is this? Toho? Well, not Spellguard, but you get the point. That pattern. You know, this isn't Toho. Almost, but not quite. I mean, this is more similar to Cave than it is Toho. At that point, I don't know where I could have gone to not get hit. Okay. I feel like I was completely surrounded by bullets. It's a shame though, guys. Doing this stage without bombs is perfect to take a lot of risks that otherwise I wouldn't take. It's whatever. I think that was worth it. To keep the multiplier up there simply to... bombing to give the multiplier. If you don't go for the break, I don't think you get that many coins. Like all these coins, but I don't know if that's their official name. Maybe it's just called gold or something. I don't know. We actually get multipliers for dealing with those sides. Well, I have a lot of bombs, so it's gonna be basically dumping all of my resources into the boss shamelessly. Okay, like no fucks given at all. And got the extend. Yeah. Basically, that's how you skip this boss. Just have a full stock of bombs and get rid of him like that. It works very well. It really does. even got another bomb. I mean 50 million. Oof. Okay, that was more luck than anything else. I'll take it. You won't need those for the last boss. I mean, you're gonna get more for the last boss. I mean, it's better to use them there than to die with them. Dying with them is the worst thing you can do, so... I got the break. Okay, dying with resources is the worst thing that can happen. That's the reason when I have bombs, I should use them. The alternative is dying with them, and that's the worst thing that can happen. Oof, that was close. I couldn't get the break there. Okay, it would be nice if this kamikaze don't kill me now. Would be nice. I have no bombs, keep that in mind. And no bombs for this mid boss. I went too far to the right. Fuck you. Oh, I almost didn't see those bullets. Like, I essentially bombed on reaction because I simply did not see the bullets. Not a fan of having a full stock of bombs for the final boss though. And the bomb shield lasts for a lot longer than I expected. Fuck you. That's why I hesitated to bomb again, but I shouldn't have. Hey, that bomb shield is criminal even. It lasts for such a long ass time. Absolutely criminal. I wasn't expecting that redirection being that bad. Was expecting it to sweep more horizontally. That was terrible. Damn it. It is starting to look like the runs I remember indeed. It is starting to look exactly like that. Damn it. It's exactly how it went every single time that I play this game. At least with this shot type. That's how it goes. I die on the same spot every time. Well, not on the same spot, but on the same fight. There is no way to avoid it. Unfortunately, the bomb shield makes that boss something that spamming bombs is not gonna save you. That's why I don't like having bombs, because using bombs is kind of a waste. But at the same time, yeah, I guess that kinda have to have the mindset of you know, have the finger on the bomb button in case you get hit. I mean, that's what I should have done. I don't know why I went like Rambo mode there. Like using the bomb will make the situation worse. It's not gonna do anything, but at least it's gonna allow you to survive. I also didn't realize how messed up the bomb shield is. Like, the bomb shield lasts for longer than the bomb is active. That's different from a lot of cave games as well. In cave games, the bomb shield disappears with the bomb, but not here. Though it depends on the cave game. In some cave games, they make it even more fucked up. They make it only go away when your iframes go away. That sometimes doesn't happen for a while, so it is messed up. It's whatever. Oof. Well, that was a miracle that I didn't get a kill there. Really? Pretty nice. Yeah, this is where we are on first stage hell. We're in first stage hell. We might be here for a while. And this is how every Blue Revolver stream that I've been doing has gone like. Wanted to see if the 120 frames per second will change anything, but no. It was more or less what I expected. At least the game looks prettier. That's cool, you know. Also, I tried to press R on the menu, but no, this game doesn't have the instant retry thingy that Toho has. Honestly, I feel like that will be something so nice to have in so many games. I think games that are oriented to speed running have that functionality, which is they have a button that allows you to reset stuff. It does seem like I'm more confident in some of the patterns. In some patterns I don't mind the dodging, you know, not relying on bombs or stuff like that. At the same time, a lot of times I just feel like I don't wanna risk it. Quite fucked up that this stupid mid-boss is the one that killed me. Almost unbelievable. I guess I'm more stupid for dying to it. That pattern I really should simply bomb it. Well, by bomb it I mean I should kill that guy before he can even shoot that pattern. Him, and I lost the break here. Okay, well, just might as well destroy the boat at that point. Unbelievable. That's so mean. It seems that now we are in retry hell. It's over. It's already this early and it's already so over. It is what it is. There is no magical solution to skill issue at shoot 'em ups. Buying a new monitor is not gonna make you better. In case there was any doubt, you know. See, it's what I mean. Once it starts, it just doesn't stop the retry hell. It's impossible to avoid. You start well on the first couple of runs and then it's such a constant pattern, it's crazy. It's actually mind-blowing. It happens every single time. Actually, just to mix it up, I'm gonna switch characters. It's the best thing that you can do to try to get out of a mental block. It's the best thing you can do. Let's try using this thing. That this laser is a little bit awkward to use. Obviously changing the shot type is not gonna necessarily make you play better, but it's at least necessary to let your mind kinda take a break. Speaking of break, and though I'm seeing that the damage on this thing, aside from the laser, is absolutely atrocious. Like, the regular shot damage is so bad, it kinda hurts. Mention that this shot type suffers from moving too much. It starts aiming at strange places. Like this pattern should just be on. Like that pattern should disappear. So that I gain some confidence with it, but no. That pattern is not worth the effort. That's not the one you wanna bomb, god damn it. Also just realize something that is not very easy to tell unless you have a special weapon like this one, but while the special weapon is active, your regular shots don't fire. It's not that obvious with other special weapons, but with this one it's very obvious. Like, while the laser is active, there are no regular shots. I'm just gonna kill that guy there. Keep risking it is useless. out of bombs. Considering that this laser doesn't really have an area of effect, it's for some patterns it's quite bad. I mean, the damage output of this particular laser seems that it's just mediocre at best. And the fact that it consumes that much meter, not very good. This may be the boss of this. They should be easier to hit because of the laser, but not by how much. Probably not by a whole lot. That's a lot of coins. I didn't need to bomb, but not like I could have anyways. At least I didn't die either. Oh, I don't have... I cannot laser this thing because I don't have enough. I mean, that also just tells you how much this thing consumes. The fact that that little amount of meter is not enough is very mind-blowing. I feel like it should be. But like this laser, it's very expensive. Bro, come on. I mean, at least it's not 78, but it feels like a choke at this point. Nice break. Will this be an easy break to get? No, not if I bomb like that. That sucks. Right at the end. I don't know why it didn't appear where I was. Whatever. It's a shame about that there at the end, but all things considered, the run is not that bad so far. Could have been worse. I like having this many bombs in the middle of the stage, no less. This so far is surprisingly good run, but we will see up until when. Well, up until the final boss, most likely. So the laser here, unless you aim it well, is not actually gonna hit the actual boss. It's gonna hit the arms, and that is a problem. In comparison, the cluster thing is a lot better. Oh, and especially here, like, unless you purposely bomb where the boss is. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a very big problem of this shot type. Overall, like, this as a special weapon is extremely shitty. It offers, well, the only advantage that it offers is that You know that when you shoot it, it's gonna hit whatever you're shooting kind of immediately, but between the low damage, the fact that it doesn't pierce, and the fact that it wastes a lot of meter, it's like not much of a reason to use it at all. It's quite shit. At least we are temporarily out of stage 1 hill. Gotta be thankful to that, you know. Temporarily. Just temporarily. I don't know if it's because of the normal shot it has, but it seems to be also getting better at. It's not like it's getting better. I mean that it's better to score a shot type like this that can reach further. That's because of the normal shot, not the special weapon. On the other side, pretty hard to see. I mean, by pretty hard I mean that it's impossible to see which one is remaining if you are looking at your shit. I wonder if this shot type is gonna be better to down the little guys here. Would be nice. Probably not. Well, I didn't have bombs. I pressed the bomb button, but without bombs that's not gonna do anything, I'm afraid. There is a real chance to get the extend here. I kinda wasted a lot of scoring in those enemies. Would have gotten more, like a lot more. Yeah, the extra life should most likely come before the boss here. Yeah, it will. I mean, even if it doesn't literally... yeah, a couple shots and I'm gonna get the extra life, so... That's good. There is the extra life. And the laser seems to be quite effective in damaging this particular boss at least. So there's that. How did I knock down a single one of these? Well, there it is. Took a while. Yeah, that bomb shield is absolutely criminal, dude. I'll keep repeating that like a parrot, but it's such a criminal bomb shield. That's very bad. I can't believe that, dude. That's actually unbelievable. Don't know if it would have been enough for the true last boss, maybe not, but that's absolutely unbelievable. I think that bomb shield is absolutely criminal. That should not be allowed to be like that. Well, that's a shame. We might as well use the same shot type, I guess. Didn't go half bad, but... I mean, it does seem better for scoring at least. But I don't know. My mistake there is that when I died, as soon as I respawn, I should have used the laser, and I didn't think about it. I'm pretty sure when you have iframes, the boss is still... you can still hit the boss. But that was so sad. That's the furthest you can go. Like before the true last boss, I mean. Not like you could go a little bit further, no, that's like the legitimate last point that you can go. Never mind. That's a problem. Maybe back in retry hell, though at least we can keep cycling between shots. Seems like a good idea to avoid the the monotony of staying with one. So on that last pattern, it also shows why this shot is below optimal, because you end up moving a lot while not being focused, and your shot ends up pointing everywhere but where the boss is. Like, this shot type absolutely sucks for bosses. It's good for stages, but for bosses it's absolutely dreadfully shitty. Like, with Mae that wouldn't have happened. Only happened because of this character. It's unfortunate. That pattern really sucks. That pattern is bad. Hey Nash, how is it going? Just here trying the new monitor, and the monitor works pretty well. I cannot say the same about my skills though, those are not going very well. The monitor is certainly going well. So this one is a bomb. Oh, that bomb didn't deal. That bomb didn't even kill, what the hell? Like, I shoot it right in front of you. How did that not kill? And by in front, I mean right on you. Charlie Nash. And that's a character that unfortunately they brought back for Street Fighter V. And then they didn't bring him back here. That's a shame. He was like very good in Street Fighter 5 conceptually. The problem is that he was stuck in a shitty game. It's a shame because conceptually he was a very good character. Woke up kinda late. Oh, it's a holiday, nice. Yeah, we're about to have holidays in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Monday and Friday are gonna be holidays, so it's gonna be a very short weekend, thankfully. Sorry, no, I meant to say a very short week. The weekend is gonna be anything but short. I would welcome Nash into Street Fighter 6. It's just that the fact that they release 4 characters in a year, considering the fact that Guile is already in the game, Nash will kinda be a waste of slot, unfortunately. Yeah, holiday is a holiday. Those are always nice. If I'm not mistaken, it's in 16 and 20, I think. Those days are Monday and Friday. So essentially in 2 weeks. That's gonna be sweet. Probably might stream something in the afternoon. Alright, that time it worked. I guess I wasn't close enough to him. It definitely worked well there. I'm glad. Fuck that pattern. Yeah. Like, considering that I'm, you know, I wouldn't say close because that would be a lie, but I'm kinda in my way to mastering Street Fighter 6. So I could use those afternoons to stream that. And see if I can get there. Lily got kinda buff. Well, not really, but she got a couple of changes. Just that the changes are so inconsequential that I don't think they are even worth mentioning. I mean, for Lily. For other characters, the changes are a different story. The Lily changes were kinda nothing. Did Mai get nerfed? I don't know, actually. I don't think she got nerfed that badly. I would have heard more about it. I do know that Ryu got buffed for some reason. I mean, at least I think Ken got nerfed, which I'm glad because fuck him. But Ryu, like the change that most people are paying attention to is that Ryu got buffed. And he got buffed quite a bit. Like right now he's contender to be... Well, no, I don't think even contender. He's top tier now. Because the damage output is simply too high. So he might be top tier. So that's cool. I mean, I don't personally mind. A lot of people complain. I'm glad for Ryu. I mean, the thing about Ryu is that he's the definition of Street Fighter, so I don't mind. He is Mr. Street Fighter after all. So I'm happy for him. I mean, the problem is that now rank is gonna be even more full of Ryus than before, and it was already full of them. So that's the biggest issue. Like, the variety on rank is gonna go down a little bit. But aside from that, it's okay. Yeah, Sean Street Fighter. The point is that the thing that matters the most is Lily got mostly untouched. Some people say she got nerfed, but I saw the patch notes, and what they nerf is, well, they nerf her best button, which is crouching heavy punch. But like, they nerf a situation that is very specific, and it was mostly a bug than anything else. I mean, obviously you can be like, why will you know, tweak a low tier like that? But I mean, Lily is brain dead enough as it is. I don't think it needs anything more. Like, if Lily was a stronger character, you will see a lot more people complaining. That's the thing that some people don't understand about balancing, is that if you make a character like Lily strong, the people that complain about Ken or Mai, like, it's gonna look like nothing in comparison to that. Lily is such a brain-dead character that if you make her strong, yeah, you're gonna have a very, very shitty meta. And I say that as a Lily main, of course. I have to recognize that it would have been... it will be a very bad idea. I mean, on the other hand, I would love for Might to get guided to Oblivion. That would be nice, but it's alright. Like, overall, it's a patch that doesn't shake things up that much, and that's pretty much what I wanted. I didn't want extreme changes. I mean, of course, the things that people complain about the most, which are throw loops and neutral drive rush, those are still annoying. And they will still be annoying until the end of times. I don't think Capcom is gonna change them, but it is what it is. Will be worse. I mean, every Street Fighter game had some bullshit at some point, you know? But it is what it is. Alright, well, at least I got the break. This track is slapping. Well, the whole soundtrack of this game is very good. But it's a nice thing. Alright. I have a surprising amount of bombs here. Should be mostly careful about this. if you bomb in the middle, you actually don't hit the ones on the side, so you can get a break like that. It means that having no bombs for this shitty ass pattern is a problem. Oh, I didn't get killed at least. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's the thing that lets you know that you're in a decent run is the fact that you no miss until stage 4. Like, that is the sign of a good run, up until that point, of course. So that's good. We will see how far it gets me. But for now, it's good. Oof. That was a very tight dodge. I somehow was able to squeeze through that. I'm glad. Gotta remember that I have a bomb here. Huh. Damn, you shoot a little bit late there, don't you think? Was a little bit evil if you ask me. I think that's the right time to bomb. Oh, there was so much shit on screen there that I almost couldn't see the bullets clearly. But we're fine, we're fine. So keep in mind you have no bombs remaining now, so no trying to hit the bomb button because nothing's gonna come out of that. Probably gonna die pretty quickly to this boss, but I have a bomb. Remember to use that bomb though. But yeah. Without bombs and with this shot type, this boss is not going down quickly. I honestly should have bomb next to it. But without iframes that's hard to do, of course. Wasn't a bad attempt. Just get rid of him. Delete him from the game. Oh, that even counted as a break, no way. Maybe that was too early for bombing. I might have used a lot of the special weapon there. Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, that is a broadcast. That made me lose a lot of potential score. I probably should have bomb again there instead, or whatever. It is what it is. Worth it? It wasn't very worth it, but it's fine. For now we are fine. For now. For the time being. Oof. Nice dodges. Oh, I'm out of ammunition now. Well, where was that? Oh, and out of ammunition here is bad. I guess not being able to immediately kill that guy. Well, it's fine. It could have been a lot worse. Actually, not that big of a deal. Obviously, a lot of potential scoring lost, but could have been a lot worse. That was close. Wasn't expecting him to attack like that in the first place. Got the break. Okay, the one remaining is in the middle. Oh, that was a lot of score, nice. And I also have a bomb, gotta remember that too. Nice, but at least this time I was able to score off the big guy. Those guys last for a very long time. A lot of health. Oh, that's a lot of points too. Nice. Okay, have another bomb. Remember that. That was something. Well, I had one more laser charge. Not like it's gonna make a difference anyway. This thing doesn't go down. Holy shit. Here is also another spot that having no ammunition makes you lose a lot of score, a lot of potential score. Honestly, bombing all of that is a little bit of a waste, but I don't want to deal with that enemy right now. Or with any enemy for that matter, but especially not that one. Okay, this should again be enough for an extra life before the final boss. Yeah, there you have it. Alright. Okay. Here we go. 3 bombs, by the way. think I wasted pretty much all of my lasers. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's okay. Because those things become vulnerable only when that thing makes a noise, not before. That's important to know. Come on. Actually, here I probably should save the laser for the final attack. That sucks. There goes that idea. I can't believe this boss is destroying me so much lately. Like, there's nothing I can do against it. No matter how hard I try. I try and I try, but like, there's nothing that can be done. It's a shame, because up until there it was a fantastic run, but I just end up losing everything here. I feel absolutely defenseless. No, it's like I simply cannot do it. Like, this boss is absolutely destroying me. Because that was a very good run up until the final boss, so I simply cannot. I legitimately can't do anything about it. I guess I will have to practice it, but this is absolutely terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. God damn it. Unbelievable. I don't know what to practice. Not like I don't know the patterns. I know the patterns very well. Like I need any information. I know what the patterns are about. They are not a mystery. I don't understand what to change in my game plan at all. Just cannot happen. Like, if it didn't happen in that run, it cannot happen in any run. That's the problem. If that run wasn't enough, then no run will be enough. That's what pisses me off a lot. That one is better to not get rid of all of the little things. I guess the strategy of saving the special weapon for the final attack perhaps was not the best one. Like these patterns are just fucking me up no matter what. This one, even if you use the laser, because of the way it works, it's not easy to actually translate that into damage. No. I guess the best thing I can do to practice is not using the laser. Well, not use anything other than the regular shot. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that in a real run, but to at least get more used to the patterns. I just don't know. Because otherwise every run is gonna end the same, regardless of how good it is before that. Every run is gonna be the same shit. I don't know if you can break those things here. I don't think they receive damage. It's fucked up that they block shots though if they don't receive damage. I think that they just blow up by themselves. Like regardless of what you do. Once that two of them get destroyed on one side, you should always go for the boss. Like, forget about the other two. If you get rid of the other two, it's just gonna get harder. You're gonna get the break, but at that point the score is completely worthless. I don't know. I don't think this will work. Wait, was that in hyper? No, it was in parallel, so why did it say hyper up there? That was weird. But whatever. This isn't gonna go anywhere. But I'll keep trying. Not like I have anything else to do, so... what a disappointment. Very, very bad. Terrible even. I couldn't even get the break here. Very nice way to start. I simply think that the bomb shield on the final boss is extremely exaggerated. I understand it on the true last boss, but on the final boss, having a bomb shield in every single pattern and also also the fact that lasts so long is... No, it shouldn't be allowed. Hold up. What other shot type can I try? Maybe this one? But I'm not a fan of any of this. Whatever. This one is very good for stages. Problem is that it's absolutely trash for bosses. And I don't even know how good the missile is for this shot type. Well, it seems very damaging, but I don't know what's the trigger to blow up. Seems to be distance. Also doesn't seem like there can be more than two at the same time, I think. Pretty bad. Really, where does this blow up? Is it on contact? Like, I need to know this before I go anywhere. Seems to be on... No, it's on distance. Wait, really? It's a very shitty distance then. I'm not so sure, like, that's bad. Like, against bosses, that's most likely never gonna hit. I mean, if you're on the bottom of the screen and the boss is not stage 4, because yeah, the stage 4 boss is gonna get obliterated. Any other boss, it's probably not. Yeah. This score-wise, this should be a good shot type. That's only something that I'll only be able to know later on, not now. What I do know is that it's most likely gonna be garbage against bosses. I mean, by most likely I mean that it will. This is the worst shot type for bosses. Well, the thing is that the shot in itself is bad, it's just that there are some sub-weapons here that are extremely good. This is not really one of them though. This is simply not a very good sub-weapon at all. That I don't want to try the gun buckler, but that will be the other one that is that is good on this shot type, but it changes your way of playing by a lot. I don't know if I like it. Because of the way the final boss works, at the end of the day, you're kinda forced to have a good sub-weapon. Because bombs are not gonna save you. Well, having a good normal shot helps you, of course, but that's not gonna make miracles by itself, so... I'm also getting rid of this guy immediately. So with a special weapon like that, I simply don't have the guarantee that when he becomes vulnerable, I can immediately down him. So better to down him when I can. As soon as I can, I mean. I guess the worst part of this thing is that you cannot really spam it. Because I think there... Well, actually, I'm not sure if there can only be one or two on the screen at the same time. To mention that I don't know if letting the button press even works in that regard to keep shooting more. Honestly, a very weird special weapon. Like the weirdest of all of the cluster missiles, without a doubt. Alright. I probably should stop using this shot type right away, knowing that... Because my problem is the final boss exclusively right now. That previous run with the hyper laser made it very clear that that's my only issue right now. And with a sub-weapon as bad as this one, that final boss is gonna go even worse than it usually goes. I don't see that working very well at all. also means that scoring with this thing is also very chaotic, because trying to aim it where you want to is also gonna be quite hard. That aims so highly. Ooh, that was close, okay. That's something at least. Okay, regardless of how good this run might or might not be, don't let that distract you from the fact that this sub-weapon is trash. The good thing is that because of the normal shot here being so spread, getting the break on this one is very easy. So what's very easy is the scoring, without a doubt. Actually struggling with that. I cannot kill the big enemies when I want to. I guess that makes this like a very routine heavy shot type, because since it stays there dealing damage for a long time, depending on where you place it, it will be extremely useful, but you cannot do that without knowing exactly where to shoot it and when. So maybe this is one of those routine shot types that I'm obviously not gonna bother to root, so... How are you still not dead? That was so stupid. Like, how did you not die after all these missiles? Like, I understand these missiles are terrible, but holy shit, dude. You should have been dead eons ago. No. 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 Simply not. Well, I guess we have to bring in someone else. I don't think this cluster missile is any better, honestly. This one, I think, operates in the same logic. Actually, no, it doesn't. Wait, what's the logic of this one? When does it blow up? Okay, there has to be an enemy, but is that it? Well, I mean, it stays over time like the previous one, but it only blows up on contact damage. I think it has the same problem that there cannot be multiple there at the same time, which kinda sucks. I guess the question is mostly how is my cluster missile so good and how are the other ones so shit? I guess that's the real question. This one I guess will be worse. seems that it could potentially be a bad idea if you cannot shoot another one in a while. I don't know how it will fare against the final boss, honestly. Pretty hard to tell. I don't think it will do well with the final boss, especially so many places the final boss just moves away like it's nothing. And this thing only dealing damage on the spot it blows up feels very bad. It has the same issue as the previous shot type. So many shot types are fucking trash in this game, it's kinda crazy. I guess I could go back to the cluster missile with mine. The other two cluster missiles are trash. I mean, not being able to use the special weapon when you want it is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Is the shot type that I started the stream with. The problem is that I guess the scoring wise, so not like scoring matter that much. I mean, I got the second extend before the final boss twice and I failed twice. So I think that that's not that important really. Really isn't. I mean, obviously it's better to have the extend than to not have it. So far at least, looking at the results is the same as nothing. the problem with this special weapon here is that it's hard to hit when an enemy moves too much like this asshole, since the shot is not instantaneous. It's a little bit of a problem. For what reason did that other turret die so fast? What a way of getting scammed. I don't know why it went down so fast. Whatever. Fuck that turret. And fuck that break too. That I get all the breaks of the boss, but I missed the easy one with the turrets. Whatever. As I say, score here should not be the focus. Forgetting that here, if you have the multiplier, the best thing is to pop all of those obstacles. But whatever. Ooh, that was so close. Surprised I didn't die, but I'm glad at least. Shot type like this, sections like this one are challenging. Yeah, with this shot type, it's just very, very hard to get the break here. Almost impossible, I will say. Well, I mean, you just have to follow the enemies instead of trying to survive. That's the hard part. That was a bad decision. At least I got that break. I usually don't get that break. I don't know why, like, of all the breaks on that fight, it might be the easiest one to get. And I still kinda fail it every time. But not that time, at least. That's... I hate when those little assholes... when one of them survives. That's such a fucking dumb dead, dude. Can't believe that happened. But I'm not used to the breed to shoot bullets, you know? God damn. Deaths like that are so dumb. At least I didn't have any bomb on stock, bro. I think that's the thing that matters the least. If anything, that's precisely why it hurts so much. Whatever. I guess with this shot type, unless you shoot it in a very specific spot, it's very hard to make sure that all these assholes die. this thing completely obliterates this boss. This specific shot type is so good against this boss, it's crazy. I don't think that bomb at the end was necessary, but whatever. Just to make sure. Unfortunately, here you will see the point difference between this shot type and Val's shot type. Am I gonna get a reload of ammunition? Yeah, thankfully. Ooh, that was huge for score. Nice. Have a bomb, remember that. That bomb is there. Won't be needed for that, but might be needed for this one. This guy is a little bit of an asshole, honestly. I mean, that didn't give me anything. I guess it is to be expected. Doing the following mid-boss with no resources, that's surely gonna go well. Mr. Houndini. Actually, no, this is not Houdini. Wait, who is Houdini? Maybe it was the previous guy. Or whatever. Fuck him and fuck this guy too. You can already see the difference in score right now. We're not gonna get the extra life before the boss, not even close. Most of the tracks here are listed as remix. I think the originals were in the version before double action, which is like the latest version this thing has. I think that's how it works, but I might be wrong. I don't know if they are in the game in any way or form right now though. Hard to tell. At least that deals some damage. That was pretty evil. Okay. Keep it cool. Honestly, I should have practiced these patterns, but I didn't. The good thing is that these patterns can be timed out very easily, but yeah, better to not go that way. Oh, that's a shame. See, that one was a timeout, for example. That's the reason why you didn't get a break there. But I mean, the only thing you need to get a break is to clear the pattern. And a timeout doesn't count as a clear, of course. Finally! Holy shit! I can't believe this run took so long to get. Like, that's unbelievable. Oof. Well, it's the first run I clear on 120 frames per second, so that's cool. I'm obviously skipping this, because it's a very long ending. I don't wanna see it again, but nice. And this run in general took me so long to get, like it's been like months since the first time I tried this shot tab and I simply couldn't. Submit to the leaderboard, yes, because this is for 120 hearts. In fact, I want to know how this looks for the, because I was never on the 120 hearts leaderboards. So where does this take me? It has to be in parallel. Damn, Shamers is the first one. It seems that we are not very close to the top at all. I mean, it was a bad score. Actually, wait. No. The hearts. Frame rate. Wait, how do you change it? Or maybe they are combined? Is that how it works? You cannot, like... Oh, I'm stupid. My bad. Now it should show up. Well, the 8's there in 15. So yeah, I guess there's that. Why not, right? Good enough, I guess. Is that really a surprise to anyone? No. That guy being on the top, it isn't. Though, how does it work when you don't put a filter, though? Because, for example, here... Actually, let me check that again. No filters, well, aside from difficulty. So my top score, which is with stasis field, is there, but is my other score also gonna be there? No, unless you do it. Well, that's an interesting logic, because that means that the guy actually put some effort into it. Because if you don't specifically filter for frame rate, you won't get that one. But if you do, you get it. I'm there, 15. Wait, does Shamer have the world record here too? No, Shamer's only plays with the proper frame rate. That's a huge score. I mean, these people are all insane in the head, so... And I'm not the only one that did that shot type. Like this guy here, Hakan, is probably a Street Fighter fan. There's a character called Hakan in Street Fighter 4. What shot type is underrepresented here? Well, all of Bal. Actually, there is no Bal. Okay, there is a Bal here, but up until stage 4, like, damn, nobody picks Bal. So if I actually made that run with Hyper Laser, like, it would have been a very unique run. Well, there is a Bal here, I guess, too. That's a stasis field. But yeah, all the top 20 is either Mae or the other girl, I forgot the name of. D, I think, right? These nuts. No, I wanna get out like that. Alright. I guess I can do one, well, because if you look at the completion rate, there is only one medal I need from XP mode, so with the time that is remaining I could try doing that. This is nothing really that important, but I could at least try. So here. It's this one, the Volt Cable. Yeah, this shot type, there is a reason why I haven't been able to do it with this thing. This shot type kinda sucks. That's the problem. So maybe in 120 it's gonna be different, right? Surely. Alright, well, since I was able to get that run, by the way, I think that tomorrow I'll try 10 Desires again. Like Toho 13, I mean, right? Gonna try that game and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes nicely. Okay, I don't know how it's gonna go. Okay, so far we got the W in this game. But we still need it in Toho. I will play UFO, but I already played UFO off the stream, and that game is still trash, to nobody's surprise. Whether you have a good monitor or not, it doesn't really change the outcome. It's fine. I could do 10 Desires. But I don't know, actually, you know that I don't know if I want to tomorrow start with the Project Diva game. Like Project Diva Eds. I could test it and play it. It's gonna be a 50-50 between those two. I don't think I can come up with another idea. So it's one or the other. But it's between those and nothing else. And these patterns look so free after playing them on parallel. Yeah, I'm obviously not even trying to score here. Just trying to get to the end. Only 8 shot types remaining to get the parallel one going clear. No problem, bro. We're gonna get there. For sure. So you know that the other day I checked the Steam achievements and I saw that someone got the 100% achievement, which previously nobody had. That's a little bit sad for me. I mean, not like I had much hopes of being the first one, but I maybe thought that everyone like just gave up on it, or no. It was just a matter of time. A choice between 10 Desires and Project Diva Eds. The Roman numeral for 10. That's true, it is the Roman number. Yes, it's a choice between the two 10. Wow, I couldn't even get the break. I mean, the problem with this shot type that makes it so shit is that while the electricity is active, you cannot shoot. Like, you're not allowed to shoot. So it's quite shitty, but it's whatever. The point is that it's one of those two, most likely. I really wonder how corny the story mode is gonna be, you know? Because you actually have the Vocaloids with characterization. Well, outside of songs, I mean. It's like the Vocaloids themselves are talking to you as Vocaloids. So I wonder how cheesy that shit's gonna be. Probably very. But I'm ready for it. All the cheesiness, I'm ready. The thing that I might not be ready about too much is the fact that it's only 30 songs. I still think that that's pretty bad. Hope the story mode makes up for it. Well, that and the modifiers. We will see. Yeah, a lot of people don't like that game. But maybe it's just that... I don't know. Hard to tell. Maybe it really is only because the amount of songs is low. Maybe there is another reason too, you know. Hard to tell. It's fine by me. To me it's pretty bizarre, like a rhythm game with a story mode. You don't usually see that. There is another one that I can think of right now that is also a game I should play eventually, by the way, which is a demo. I have it on Steam even, with the DLCs and everything. That's a game I should play. Problem is that, differently from Project Diva, is the typical rhythm game that is vertically scrolling, and I'm very bad at those. Not to mention that pretty sure it also has 4, like instead of just having 4 keys, it has 6 as well. And I don't think it's something optional, or well, it's optional, but maybe some difficulties lock you behind that or something. I don't know. Now, I haven't used a single bomb yet. The bombs here recharge. Pretty sure that they recharge with time, just like anything in this mode. Just comes back eventually. I mean, I could try one. Yeah, in fact, it goes back with coins. I mean, you could potentially spam it like an absolute moron and you should be mostly fine. Emo is interesting except for the fact that it's by Ryard. But I don't know who Ryard is, so I'm afraid that I don't know how bad of a thing that might be. What is that guy? What did he do? Did he accidentally have a heated gamer moment? Probably not. It's a company. Did the company have a heated gamer moment? That will be fucked up. No, it's okay. I'm gonna read that in a second. Give me a little bit of time. Showing a lot of greed, especially firing their employees in favor of AI. That's something that unfortunately will happen more and more. I don't think that that's a trend that's gonna slow down. Like people getting fired in favor of AI, and of course artists are the most the most what's the word, affected. But eventually it will be a lot more people. I personally don't think I will get fired from my job anytime soon, even when AI gets good enough to program by itself, for the simple fact that it's not like I'm very expensive to maintain, you know? I live in a country where the wages are shit, so... Not to mention laws that heavily punish people, well, employers that fire. So, yeah. Chances that I get fired are very small. Obviously, they are non-zero, but it probably won't happen. But it will happen in a lot of places in the world, especially those with big wages. Well, the USA being the perfect example. I mean, the USA has the highest wages in the world. So a lot of people is gonna get fired over AI. But it's not the only one. There's not much you can do, because you know a lot of people are saying, well, in that case AI should be made either illegal or be heavily limited, but the moment you do that, it's only a matter of time until a country does not have those restrictions and all those companies move to that country. Not to mention the companies from that country clearly being above the rest in terms of profit, right? So it's a topic that it's a little bit complicated. I mean, so far AI is absolutely worthless for anything other than image generation, so in that regard, not many shops are affected yet, but the moment it happens, there isn't really that big of a solution. Well, for example, Bill Gates says that because of AI, people are gonna work only 2 days a week, which I doubt it. I very heavily doubt it, but hey, it's what he says. You can vote with your wallet, but that doesn't work, you know? Like, it's been shown time and time again that boycotting, especially software companies, simply doesn't work. Like, the only type of boycott that works is the physical one. If you actually go to the company location and you riot, you actually make a mess of their headquarters or something like that. That's the only type of boycott that works. Not buying is a boycott that simply doesn't work. Because one thing, for example, is not buying because prices are too high, which is not a boycott, that's simply the market being the market. Like, if your prices are too high and the demand is not there because of it, you need to lower the prices. But if it's an ideological boycott, not buying doesn't work. The only way to do that is, as I say, physically. But that's something that understandably most people are not willing to do. I mean, it makes sense. It's a one-way ticket to ruin your life permanently. I mean, it depends on the company, but especially if you go against a relatively big company, yeah, that's a way to ruin your life. Of course, not buying out of principle is something that, like, is good at least to keep some consistency. Like, you don't support something that you don't like, but that making that something you don't like broke is not gonna happen. Like, it simply doesn't happen. I mean, it's a shame, I guess, if you really want to see something to be gone, but it is the way it is, you know. Unfortunately, the world is unfair. And, you know, AI causing people to get fired is a very small thing compared to some of the most messed up stuff, you know? Because when it comes to companies and boycotting and all of that, and, you know, things that are morally wrong, to me what's even more morally wrong are companies that sell clothing, and that clothing has been made with sweatshops in a third world country. That to me is like one of the most fucked up situations. But aside from being hard to prove, there's also the fact that it feels like almost all of them are doing it. It feels like it's something that they need to do to remain competitive. So if that keeps being the case, it's a problem that will never end. And people have boycotted companies like that in the past, but I'm pretty sure that they are still around. Well, and clothing is not the only thing. A lot of microchips, for example, are, at least the non-engineering part, of course, is made in like very poor places where they pay workers a misery, and that's how they keep prices low in a lot of cases and competitive. But in that regard, a lot of things are fucked. But as I say, the moment you try to stop that in a country through laws, well, that's already illegal pretty much everywhere, but the point is that things that are not illegal, like AI making people lose their jobs, if you make that illegal, as I mentioned before, it's only a matter until a country allows it. And the country that bans it is gonna end up losing. It's just the way it is. Yeah, you can say it is unfair, and it probably is, but just the way it works. I shouldn't have done that there, god damn it. Oh, and it stays after that, no way. Yeah, this shot type is so fucking shit, it's crazy. But hopefully it's enough to get the victory at least. I kinda doubt it though. I'm surprised I survived that though. There's also the chocolate industry. I'm not very familiarized with that, but Yeah, there are a lot of industries that have people working at absolute slave conditions and nobody really knows. And well, the people that know, the moment they try to investigate further, they get a couple of phone calls being like, hey, maybe it's better that you drop this investigation, because you know that you know your children that you go to school with them, right? It will be a shame if something happened to them, right? So using extortion tactics like that, they can keep people that do this sort of investigation usually away from investigating. I mean, that's mostly more common, not in those type of industries, but more in industries that, well, they are not industries, but rather illegal things like, you know, drug trafficking or even human trafficking. That sort of shit is so fucked up, not just because of what they do, but also the way they prevent themselves from being caught is essentially by having important people by the balls. And well, anyone that dares to get in their way too. The amount of mafia that there is with this sort of shit is outstanding. And it's something that you don't see in your day-to-day. I mean, unless you go to humble neighborhoods, or you go to like the very, very rich places where these scum capos live. Like, unless you do that, you're not gonna see that happening. Like, that's something that in your day-to-day you just won't see. I mean, they make sure that's the case, of course. They might be scumbags, but they are not dumb. But yeah, essentially what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot of unfair shit and there's not much you can do about it. I mean, you could be an activist, and I mean, there are a lot of activists out there, and try to somehow fight against it as much as you can, but you need a lot of conviction to do that. But yeah, the moral of the story is that shit's fucked. In few words, shit's just fucked. What the hell? This thing is sticking to those balls. Not gonna go anywhere. I don't think I can even... Yeah, like, as much as I try to shoot it to the boss, it just doesn't happen. Looks like this is gonna go to a timeout most likely. At least in a pattern like this, this particular shot type is useful because it makes sure you're constantly damaging the boss, which in a pattern like this you can never guarantee because you have to move all across the screen. But with this thing you can do well. At least you can shoot it while you're in iframes there. Even if you don't deal damage right away, you deal damage later. Well, that was cool, I guess. I wonder where this puts me in the 120 leaderboard. Because it wasn't a PB, but that PB is from 60 frames per second. let's just keep this thing real quick. Enter the initials and let's take a look at the leaderboard. See what it says. Because I don't know. Yeah, save the replay, why not? And also submit, correct? Actually, did I save the replay of the XP modes? I mean, XP mode is, unless you do an insane score, it's not really worth saving. What replays do I even have? Do I have... Yeah, I pretty much have 4 XP modes. Not all of them, but almost. And then I have the Stasis Field, Vortex Barrier, and this other one. And I'm pretty sure the other replay that I previously had is not here. Because at some point, like the first one, Coin Clear I got, at some point the game updated and all replays were no longer compatible with the newer one. Well, with the new version. Oh, this is a URL. Maybe I can answer your question. Well, right now on that web page that it shows, all the ones that I see are called Hagane remits. So essentially the originals, if they even exist, are not here. So yeah. Wait, well, that's interesting. I think the one that made the OST is Japanese, or at least that's what it says there. Unless it's a turbo weave. Wait, no, that's not where I wanted to go. Wait, it's extras leaderboards, and then XP mode, but only these ones. Huh. Well, there's quite a lot. Yeah, I'm actually pretty far. Wait, where am I? Shouldn't I be? Oh, there I am. 26. And my normal one, like without the frame rate filter is even. Yeah, it's there, 37. A little bit shitty, but why not? Hey, at least I got the run I wanted, so I consider this stream a success. So tomorrow, I either wanna go for 10 Desires or for Project Diva X. I don't know if another idea is gonna pop up, but it's most likely one of those two. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one, and take care.